Ba'Shem Yahushai Ba'Shem Ruchakodash.
Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who taught us this truth. Shalom also to the Akim pushing this word in sincerity and the truth into the speckled bird across the four corners of the world. And to the sisters who are listening to you, we say Shalom, Lord willing, this will be an edifying lesson. We are the brothers from the GMX Chicago camp. And basically, the point of this lesson is the new covenant. You know, and how it's only for the Israelites. And that's basically who the new covenant is for. Jeremiah, can you get Jeremiah 31 and 31? Bible shot.
It's Jeremiah 31 and 31. It says, Behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break, although I was an husband unto them, saith Yahweh.
Oh shit.
But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. After those days, say Yahweh, I will put my law in their inward parts and write in their hearts, and will write it in their hearts, and will be their power, and they shall be my people.
You know, basically, the new covenant is only going to be for the house of Israel. You know, right now that prophecy is fulfilling. Both houses, the northern and the southern kingdom, are coming together. You know, through the power of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, and that's because through Yahweh Shai we're going to get into the kingdom. You know, through the new covenant. And when we get into the new covenant, we're never going to go off.
Lord say He gonna put His laws, statutes, commandments in us. Matter of fact, let me go back. Grab this real quick. In Deuteronomy 30, and I started 7. It's Deuteronomy 30 and 7. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. So it says, starting with Esau, even read Isaiah 14, it says, the Most High is going to break the staff of the wicked, and they're going to be persecuted for persecuting us, man. All right. And all these other heathen nations, man. So it says, all the curses that's on our people right now, that's written in Deuteronomy 28:15 on down, is going to happen to all our enemies, man. You know, the Lord's going to reverse it, man. All right. So it says, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee, and thou shalt return. So we're going to return unto our Heavenly Father, how Ba'Shem Yahushai, serving Him, and thou shalt return and obey the voice of the Lord and do all His commandments, which I command thee this day. So we're going to obey. I mean, we're going to follow the law, statute, commandments of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai perfectly. He's going to write the law, statute, commandments in us. We're going to follow Him perfectly. No longer we're going to ever go off in the kingdom of heaven again. So that's how you know the kingdom of heaven is going to be ruled forever, man. Because there ain't going to be no reason for the Lord to bring us down and set us up and have another heathen rule over us for going off. Because we ain't going to never go off, man. All right.
So, can I back you up, bro?
What's scripture?
This is Jeremiah 30 and 16.
Jeremiah 30 and 16. 30. 16. All right.
It says, therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will give for a prey. You know, basically how the elder was saying, you know, all these heathens, they're going to go into captivity. You know, when we enter into the new covenant, you know, and start serving the Lord and go into our kingdom, then the heathen are going to go into basically captivity. That's what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to happen soon. Very soon.
Yes. Dang, no, I was just looking at the 17th verse. It says, for I will restore health unto thee, which, you know, the Lord's already doing that with his elect, but the 2/3 are still sick, man. You know, they haven't been healed. So the Lord gonna restore all of Israel and will heal thee from thy wounds, said the Lord, because they called thee an outcast, saying, this is Zion, whom no man seeketh after. And these people really think that. So because these people gonna be amazed that we're the Lord's people all along, man. That the ones who start gonna get delivered out of this perilous time that's getting ready to be upon this earth, man. Upon this place, Babylon, aka America. All right,
can you go to 1 Corinthians 15?
What you had, Shakal, before we do it?
This is Exodus 23.
Oh, you good, bro? Exodus 23.
Yeah, 20 verse 22.
Yeah, I remember he had some.
Yeah,
okay.
Because this is going to be part of that new covenant. You know, us, the Lord being back with us and never forsaking us. You know, it's Exodus 23 and verse 22. It says, "But if thou shalt indeed obey His voice and do all that I speak," you know, which we're doing now. You know, we're turning back to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. You know, it says, "Then will I be an enemy unto thine enemies, and an adversary unto thine adversaries." You know, so now the Lord is doing that. He's when He comes back, that's going to be part of a reward. You know, him being on our side again, him calling us His sons again. You know,
that's it.
And that means what? Now whoever's against us is against Him. So we're gonna overtake all our, over all our enemies, man. You know how it says that in 1 Corinthians 15, it says that Yahweh Shai must reign until all His enemies are put under His feet. You know, and only Israel's gonna be the rulers of that kingdom, man.
That's it.
You know, because the scriptures say what, that Yahweh Shai came for the sins of His people. Yahweh Shai was what? Of the tribe of Judah, of the tribe of the
so-called Negroes today.
So-called Negroes.
Yeah, you read Jeremiah 14:2. It says Judah was black. When you look into that word black, it says Kedar, which means dark skin, man. All right. So that's how you prove who the Lord really looked like. Not this damn Edomite, this stringy dog hair that this damn devil has been pumping throughout the earth, having these stupid people believe. And they're still believing, even if you tell them the truth. You know. So the Most High got destruction for these damn people who won't believe lies so damn much, man. You done, Shakal?
Yes.
You said 1 Corinthians?
Oh no, he's mentioned something. I think it's in Acts 3 and 23, but I think you could probably start up a little bit because it talks about Yahweh Shai. Or it's speaking about Yahweh Shai.
Acts 3.
It's all like about the prophets.
For most of them, must receive. For Moses, Acts 3 and 22. For Moses truly said unto her fathers, a prophet shall the Lord be. Oh, it's like a prophet shall the Lord your power raise up unto you of your brethren, like unto him. Him shall ye hear all things whomsoever he shall say unto you. And it shall come to pass that every soul which will not hear that prophet shall be destroyed from among the people. And it's talking about Yahweh Shai.
Exactly, yeah. It's talking about Yahweh Shai. And, like the brother mentioned, how our people are still sick. 2/3 of our people are still sick, man. And they're going to be destroyed for not hearkening unto the word, unto Yahweh Shai. You see, Yahweh Shai is the word. And 2/3, they're blinded, man. The Most High don't want them. They're not going to enter in his rest in the first go-around.
Yeah.
You know?
That's it.
They're going to be destroyed, man. As a heathen. Heathen judgments. You know? That's why we're fighting and striving to what? To make it, man. You know? Always have the fear of Yahweh Shai upon you, you know?
That's it. God. That's all you. That's it.
Nah, I got Romans 11:7.
Romans 11:7. All right.
Romans 11:7 says, "What then? Israel has not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election has obtained it, and the rest were blinded. According as it is written, God has given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear, unto this day. And David said, let their table be made a snare and a trap and a stumbling block and a recompense unto them." You know, basically going into how, you know, only the elect are going to come into this, to the kingdom the first go around. You know, but the 2/3, they're blinded by the Most High.
Yeah, he's gonna keep them blinded. He's saying make their table become a snare. Wherever false philosophy, wherever they stumble across, they're gonna be stuck believing that. That's gonna be a snare unto them. That was any more scriptures?
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna keep going on that Jeremiah 31.
Oh, that's it. Okay,
Verse 33, Jeremiah 31 and 33, it says, "But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. After those days, saith Yahweh, I will put my law in their inward parts, and write in their hearts, and I will be their power, and they shall be my people." You know, and also that puts that doctrine that's going around that we're already in the second covenant. You know, why? Because if we were, we wouldn't be able to go off. Why? Because the laws will be in our hearts and our minds. You know.
that's it.
So that's how you know we're not in it. We still need Yahweh Shai to come back, man. You know, for that to happen. It says, verse 34, "And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor." You see, right now, hey, what are we doing? We're still teaching. Why? Because the laws are not in our hearts. You know.
That's it.
We need to constantly be reminded so that we can stay in the spirit. You know? It says,
in the kingdom of heaven, all it says we should teach no man, because all of Israel is gonna know the law. It's gonna be written in them, man.
yeah.
I just wanted to say that. You go ahead, brother.
It says, "And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor, and every man his brother, saying, Know Yahweh. For they shall all know me, from the least of them unto the greatest of them, saith Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. For I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sin no more." You see, everybody's gonna know Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai when the second covenant is fulfilled. You know, we're not gonna have to be out here teaching and you know, teaching you the name of the Lord and laws or anything. No, we're gonna be born knowing what to do and not to do.
Yep. We'll know it already, because it's gonna be in us, man, to know it. It's gonna be easy too. Just like it's easy to go off now, because we in this wicked, sinful ass flesh. It's gonna be easy to keep the law, statutes, commandments. It's gonna be impossible for us to go off against the Lord.
Man,
Yeah, can you grab the 1 Corinthians 15?
1 Corinthians 15.
Around like the 50th verse, like down to 54 or something, or 51 and 54, I think. Something like that. So.
Oh, this is 1 Corinthians 15 and 50. "Now I say this, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of their power of the power. Neither doth corruption inherit incorruption. Behold, I will show you a mystery. What shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed." So, hey, we're going to get them new incorruptible. Well, most likely going to do away with these fleshly bodies and give us them extraterrestrial bodies, man.
Yeah, because this flesh right now that we have, these chains of darkness, this is not going to enter into the chariot.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to be changed in the twinkling of an eye, you see. And Lord willing, you know, we're part of the elect, we're going to get beamed up. That's why in Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, you know, they're about the strangeness of their salvation.
Should be amazed.
Yeah, they'll be amazed. You know what I'm saying? Because this is going to be unexpected, man. All right, we're the underdog in the world, but we're actually the champions. You know what I'm saying? Through Yahweh Shai.
That's it. That's it.
We get on with this. This is Hebrews 8.
Oh yeah, yep. That's it.
Verse 8. You know.
Yeah, I was gonna suggest that if y'all didn't had nothing.
Oh, you had that? Yeah.
No, I said I was gonna say end off with this if y'all ain't had nothing.
Oh,
That spirit.
You know, because hey, this shows you that what? That this is only for Israel. You know? It said, this is quoting that Jeremiah wrote. And it said what? To the house of Israel. So this is quoting it again. It says, Hebrews 8 and 8, for finding fault with them, say it, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh, when I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah. You see? It says it right here again, the same thing. It doesn't say Gentiles or you know, heathens, anything like that. You know? This is still only for Israel. It says, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day when I took them by the hand to lead them out of the land of Egypt, because they continued not in my covenant and regarded them not. And I regarded them not, saying Yahweh, for this is the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. I will put my laws into their mind and write them in their hearts, and I will be to them a power, and they shall be to me a people. You see? Only Israel is going to receive that second covenant, you know, which it still hasn't came to pass.
Happened,
you know?
yeah, yep.
Or else we wouldn't be, you know, sinning and doing lessons like this, man.
That's it.
It says, verse 11, and they shall teach every man his name, and they shall not teach every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, know Yahweh, for all shall know me from the least to the greatest.
That's it.
Yeah.
So all of Israel is gonna know the Lord in the kingdom of heaven. You know. Not today, where the majority of our people are still going off and not wanting to serve the Lord, not wanting to know the Lord. In the kingdom of heaven, we all of Israel is gonna know the Lord, man. We all gonna be in order, obeying the voice of the Lord. All right. Which is we're gonna be keeping the commandments. Never gonna sin against the Lord ever again. So Kadashi want to close, has some more. Okay. So I just ended. With that, I'd like to give all praise, honor, glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Chawadash, double honor to the Apostle Elder, the great millstone. Peace, salutations to you. Sincere Akim, pushing his words, sincerity, truth, and charity. Lord ones, edifying. Shalom.